Don't forget the doc. Several network participants recently called into Dr. Rick Wright's Old School Sundays radio show. Check this out.
Right now, let's go to a real millionaire. I mean a superstar. Coming up next in our Old School Radio segment. Hey, Stacy, where is our millionaires? Miss Mary Nelson.
Where is she?
Yeah, is she? Oh, she's right there.
She's right here next to me.
Well, I tell you what, please introduce Miss Mary Nelson, who's been on ABC. But we love her so much, man. She is a mainstay of the south side of Syracuse and her famous back-to-school barbecue. So, Stacy, you're taking the advanced radio class. The microphone is yours.
Well, yes, today we have Mrs. Mary Nelson on the show. She is very well known here in Syracuse for her Youth Day barbecue. Her first annual Youth Day fair took place in this past December. And she has just recently announced that she's opening the Mary Nelson Youth Center. It'll be opening June 1st. Ms. Nelson, can you tell us the location of the center?
We're going to be located at 2849 South Salina Street, 2 doors down from Salina Shoe Store. It's now owned by Amatula, about 2 doors down.
Okay. Now, Ms. Nelson, what made you decide to open this center for the kids?
Well, in 2008, I got the Post-Stand Achievement Award, and what I wanted was the Sears building. But God said to me, I can't give you the Sears building. I'm going to give you something. He gave me 2849 South Salina. Every year I have the back-to-school barbecue, and I feel like I'm reaching the kids, but I want to be able to have them somewhere to go all the time. Okay. And the youth center is focusing on education, health, career, and services. I'm going to be the hub. I'm going to bring agencies in to make all this happen for the center. And it's not only just for the youth, for the families also.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really important here, especially in Syracuse where, things are sometimes not as positive as they can be. I think It's important to, have someone who really believes in the kids, believes in their dreams, their goals, and who, pushes that. So I think it's a great thing that you're doing.
Thank you.
Hey, Stacy, that's it for right now, huh? Hey, Mary, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Mary, you said you're looking for 12,000.
I want 12,000 kids this year.
So we got
12,000.
Okay, 12,000. So we had 9,000 last year. Okay. Now, look, to all of our lovely back-to-school types who are studying calculus and mathematics and English and social studies, computer sciences. We talk about all you wonderful students. This has to be high schools. They can be college students, too, right, Mary?
I'm going from pre-K to college, also displaced homemakers.
Pre-K to college? Mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Nelson, look, my mama just dropped me off here in Syracuse, and Daddy left home, and we ain't got no money, and I'm going to go to school work on my Ph.D. Can I get something, too?
You sure can.
Oh, so everybody can get something?
Everybody.
Huh? Okay, we got that one satisfied. Okay. All right. Hey, Mary, let me get to a little sister-brother relationship here real quick.
Go ahead.
How's the food at the house today?
The food is doing great.
It's pretty nice, huh?
It's pretty nice. My sister cooked today.
Now look, I'm kind of like... I'm going to do like the brothers of the Omega Sci-Fi fraternity. We call leaning on the shield of Omega, and I could have me a meal if I need one, right?
You sure can.
Okay.
Miss Nelson, I need a meal.
You get one
I really do. I miss my mom's home-cooked meal. I would love to have a home-cooked meal.
Oh, God.
Always welcome. I want to say something to this young lady here. When you introduced me to her earlier,
yes.
I just looked at her and I told her, she reminded me of my daughter.
Oh, she does.
But just looking at her and knowing where she's going, that's what I want one day for our youth. To sit here beside a young lady who has done so much with your life and is positive.
Well, I tell you, Miss Stacy Young is one of our real superstars, and a lot of the young ladies in the community, it's a pleasure to have her on air with me every Sunday here at Power 106.9 Radio. And also, she's been a student of mine, and she's in my advanced radio broadcasting class. A lot of the students will be stopping by this afternoon. In fact, they're taking their final exam.
Oh, wow.
How did I do, Miss Nelson?
That's what they do.
Great, girl. Thank you.
I like to get real final exams,
yes,
So they're coming back taking their final exam this afternoon, having them to interview people. We're going to be talking about their careers and their lives, and a lot of guests come by. In fact, A-Train, another young man, just surfaced here, and we're going to get him on air very shortly. So, Mary, you're headed back home now?
I'm headed back home, but remember, I want to say one thing.
You can say anything
I
you want to say.
everyone to come out. Like, you support the Youth Day Barbecue, you support my youth fair. Come out for our grand opening June 1st from 6 to 9 p.m. at our first youth center. It's owned by us, not just myself. It's owned by our community. I want everyone to come out, 2849 South Salina Street.
All right, this is going to be the real deal. And you're right down from Salina Shoes,
Yes,
huh?
I am.
I haven't seen Amatuda. I gotta find my dear sister.
Well, she's doing good. She met with me. I went to her because, I'm going to be right in the same block she's in. And I went to her when I first said, this is what I want to do. I want to give her blessing on it.
Oh,
and
yes.
she said, Mary, if I have anybody there, I'd rather have you. You know what I'm saying? And she said, I believe, Amatula, I've been following her for a long time.
Yes.
Since 91, just watching her just grow. And I'm just blessed to have this youth center to make this happen. But I need my community to stand behind me. We can do this.
Well, look, community, the world is already standing behind Mary Nelson. So everybody in Syracuse, look, one incredible order from Dr. Rick Wright and all of us here at Clear Channel Radio. Stand behind Miss Mary Nelson because she is doing so much for our community. 12,000 kids.
I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen.
Free school supplies.
Yes, I was telling this young lady also, we got 5 cities who have contacted me. They won't probably be as big as we're going to be here in Syracuse.
Yes.
They're going to have their own Youth Day on August 15th this year. This annual, 8th annual, is August 15, 2009. But they're going to have a Youth Day barbecue also. And Mary Nelson Foundation is going to make sure they have the school supplies they need.
Oh.
I'm going to make sure every child in that city, that school, who register, have those backpacks and school supplies on their show when they go back to school. So I'm committed to that. I'm going to make it happen.
Well, Mary, I'm in love with you, sis. Man, you know how to make things happen, but that's another story. Miss Mary Nelson with Stacy Young and Dr. Rick Wright on Old School Sunday here at Power 106.9 Radio. Mary Nelson. Oh, yes. What a story, huh?
Rise again to all the Syracuse University alums throughout the world. Checking out Dr. Rick Wright, Power 106.9 Old School Sunday. On a big bad Sunday afternoon, Dr. Rick Wright live and well in Syracuse here at Power 106.9 Radio. Do it.
The network reminds you that you too may call in to Dr. Rick Wright on Sundays between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check in with the doc at area code 315-428-1069. Don't forget the doc.